Allen Robinson had his worst career season last year, but is he about to turn it around in a big way? Find out now. All right, guys, welcome back in. Talking about Allen Robinson this time around. Before we get into it, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you enjoy this video. But without further ado, let's dive into it. Allen Robinson last year in 2021 with a rookie quarterback and a veteran quarterback dealing with Justin Fields and Andy Dalton only came down with one touchdown, only had 410 yards receiving. He had 10.8 yards per reception, 38 receptions on 66 targets, and he was 92nd in the league in yards after the catch. He was 25th in 2020, and obviously this is somebody that had 1,400 yards with Blake Bortles at quarterback. So clearly something was up last year. Whether Allen Robinson was checked out, whether he was injured, it doesn't matter anymore because now he is a Ram. So we're going to get into his projections here for 2022, and I'm going to warn you here, I'm expecting gaudy numbers from this guy. They got him for a reason. Allen Robinson, 107 receptions on the season is what I have projected on 151 targets. Look, I think he and Cooper Kupp are going to be wide receiver ones in LA. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but really they have two number one receivers in A-Rob and Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is going to get all the attention. He just had a Triple Crown win for the first time since 2004 with Steve Smith. And on top of that, he had over 2,000 yards and 22 touchdowns. 2,400 yards, 22 touchdowns in 21 games. You now have Allen Robinson. He's going to take advantage of what the defense gives him, and I think they're going to give him a lot. 107 receptions I have, as well as 1,637 receiving yards that I do believe in kind of a down year as far as nobody doing what Kupp is doing from last season. I do think he's going to lead the league in receiving. I think Kupp is not going to be far behind, and we'll get into that in his video, but I do have over 1,600 yards in the incredible bounce back season for Allen Robinson, who is already having people doubting if this guy is still a thing. Like, is he going to come back? Is he going to be ready? I think he is. I think a lot of it came down last year to Matt Nagy and not having any direction for that offense. He only had one touchdown. He dealt with multiple quarterbacks. It just wasn't their year, and it wasn't his year. His best game was against the Rams. They utilized him as a big slot receiver. They utilized him on the outside, and I think using that creativity can really benefit Allen Robinson, and it did, because if you look last year, 417 snaps out wide, 195 snaps in the slot. So don't be surprised if the Rams do utilize him in the slot to kind of open him up in the game. If all of a sudden he gets double teamed or Cooper Kupp they're going to take advantage of that. So I think that's important there. And I have 11 receiving touchdowns, 12.5 yards per reception on the year for him. I think this is a big, big season for Allen Robinson. Make no mistake about it, the Rams have never had a receiver like this. And I know that sounds crazy, but when you think about it, he's a 6'3" juggernaut. He's going to go up and high point the football, and he's going to win that battle. We saw OBJ do that at 5'11", and obviously he's got the hops to do that. Did it in the Super Bowl. He's a big-time player, but Allen Robinson was built for this moment. He was built to be that guy who Matthew Stafford last year suffered interceptions due to the fact that he didn't have anybody willing to go up and get the ball the way Allen Robinson is going to. It was really just OBJ and at times Van Jefferson and maybe occasionally a Cooper Kupp here and there. However, now it's Allen Robinson. You don't have to be pinpoint accurate with him. You can be generally accurate, and he's going to help you with his wide catch radius. However, Matthew Stafford is incredibly accurate, and I think now when you have Allen Robinson, you mix him in with Cooper Kupp, it's going to be a scary season for the Rams. This offense is about to take another step, go another level we have not seen, and it's not to say that Robert Woods is not going to be missed, but it is to say there's a reason why they moved on from Woods and they added Allen Robinson. It diversifies the receiver room and it adds a weapon that they simply have not had. So much so, they tried to turn Josh Reynolds into that. Josh Reynolds simply is not that receiver. Allen Robinson's big-bodied ability going up and turning a 50-50 ball into an 80-20 ball is clockwork for him. Don't sleep on Allen Robinson. I've made now 3 videos. This is the 3rd one on him, but I'm serious. I'm telling you right now, the Rams would not have gone out and paid the money that they did for this guy. And honestly, it was a bargain. Getting him at $15 million per year, that's half as much of what Tyreek Hill is getting paid, and I think he's going to have a better year than Hill. So anyway, still, the Rams went out and got a receiver when they didn't need one. They had OBJ coming back. Obviously, he was going to have the ACL tear, but they were likely going to bring him back. And now I still think they will, but it is a little questionable. And they had Robert Woods coming back off the ACL. And they had, of course, Van Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, Tutu Atwell, a 2nd rounder they invested in, a 4th rounder in Jacob Harris. They did not have to go out and get Allen Robinson, but they know. Signing Matthew Stafford, you have about a 5-year window until then you have to start looking forward. Take advantage of that 5-year window, and that's what they did, getting Allen Robinson on a 3-year deal. This is going to be a monster season. You heard it here first. Allen Robinson will lead the league in receiving, and he is going to be a monster. Fantasy-wise, just on the field, in the playoffs, make no mistake about it, this is not like anybody the Rams have had out wide. That's what I have for you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Where do you see Allen Robinson ending up in the receiver realm? Do you think he's going to be a top flight receiver like I do? Do you think he's going to fall back down to where he was last year? Is he going to be a bust signing? Is somebody else going to have to step up? Let me know in the comments section. But I'm Jake Ellenbogen, and this has been the Allen Robinson 2022 projection video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out, as well as the thumbs up button. Let YouTube know that you enjoyed this video, and also drop a comment. That's going to do it for me. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys soon.